because I want my kids to have the confidence when they go to school that they are accounted for, they are loved, they are welcome. And at that school, your kids will be welcomed, your kids will feel at home, and they will be supported.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
But the reason for choosing the school, I'm a pastor myself, so I wanted to take my kids to a school where not only the academics are emphasized, but also the spirituality to go with the academics. And the school fits the bill for me, and that's why we chose the school. It was an easy choice because we looked at the constitution of the school, the focus of the school. So all those things became easy for us to take all our kids there. They were happy, excited. All their life they've been in a Christian school. Prior to this one, we were in Saskatchewan, so they were in a Christian school. So when we chose Resurrection Christian Academy, they were excited. They've always been excited, and so I would say extremely positive. That their reaction was very positive. One of the things is that the teachers are attention to work with the kids. I think that makes them more happy because the teachers they are attentive to working with them at their individual pace as well to help them. Like I'll give an example. When they came, they were very behind. When we moved out here 4 years ago, the kids were behind in where they were supposed to be, and the teachers took time to work with each and every one of our kids to bring them up to speed. That brought excitement to my kids, and it helped them also know the teachers better, form a good relationship with the teacher. So that is one. And then the other one is just the quality of life at the school. So that also makes them happy. I think I appreciate the communication with the teachers. If there is something that needs to be addressed with concerning the kids, the teachers are always communicating, and not only communicating the problems, but communicating the solutions that we can implement to help our kids catch up or change certain things that they're not doing very well. So for me as a parent, it is a very, very important where the teachers communicate properly and intentionally to help the kids, get to where they need to go. So communication is very important for me. Oh man, yeah, there is always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. With a school, what improvement? As a sports person, I think they need to do more in terms of sports to get the kids, physically fit in so many aspects. They got lots of sports that they're doing, but they could do more in those terms. That's it. Other than that, I think they've worked so hard to be where they are at. Again, for me, the bigger thing is spirituality as well as communication, and they've met those standards. Other than that, just sports, so that the kids can be active as well. That's all I would say. Yes, the gentleness of the teachers and the principal actually, their gentleness, their willingness to work instead of. Let me give you an example. If a kid do something at school that they're not supposed to do, the teachers or the school isn't coming at you as if the kid has done some crazy stuff out there that cannot be worked out on. So the school has always maintained that when the kids they do something, they would work with the parents, not only to they would work with the parents to improve the kid. So that is the beautiful thing that surprised me most, because the previous school, it was all about castigating the kids, for example, making sure that the kids got in trouble with their parents. But this school, it's not like that. It is making sure that the kids, they adapt, they change, and they do what is right. So that is one thing that surprised me most. The highest values is first of all, just the pursuit of God, putting God in the first, first, and then academic also, as well as just family. So those are three principles for me. They are very powerful, and that is what I want. I want to raise up kids that understand the importance of God, fall in love with God, and secondly, that goes with their academics, so that wherever they can go to work, either in a corporate world, they are going to work knowing that they have God and knowing that they love God. So those three principles are God, academic, and family. I think it's just that the parents' desire to see their kids grow up to know God and grow up to have the values of the Bible and the principles of what the Bible teaches. I think that is the most, one of the most one I can say it's common, because all parents desire their kids to grow up loving others, honoring others, honoring God, living for God, as well as being great, grown-ups when they grow, to add value to our community and also to the nation of Canada. So those, I think, are the common values that we all as parents pursue at that school. Yes, I'm proud of, again, I go back to when my kids, all three of them, when we first moved here from Saskatchewan, they were behind, and they all, caught up really well. My oldest, she's moved on to high school now, so she did well. She worked so hard, but that could have never happened if the teachers were not involved, and if they did not implement what they had implemented in terms of our learning process. So that sticks out for me, because before my kids were so behind, now they were not behind, they are not all that behind, and they're doing really good. So I'm happy about that. It's been good. It's been good. Like I said earlier, my kids struggled when we first moved here because they switched to schools, and they were so much behind. And where we were, the academic level was a little bit lower. The academic level at Resurrection Christian Academy is higher. So they didn't just, throw the kids out of the bus. What they did was they created some time. They made some adjustments to their learning process. They did not just push too much on my kids. So they gave them a pace that worked out. And to that, I appreciate. Three reasons. It's a school where your kids will learn about God, because that is very important. Any success without God any success without living for Jesus Christ is really uh, um, it's not sustainable. You need God in terms of times of difficulties. So one, God, their kids will discover God, not in a pushed way, but just discover the presence of God at that school and what God means to us. And then secondly, the academic is higher. And by the way, just even the principal, one of the most, I know all the teachers there are great and wonderful, but just the principal herself, she involves with the family, Mrs. Grant. So it is one of those things that she will always communicate with you. All the teachers will always communicate with you concerning the progress of your kids. So that is really a beautiful thing. I call it, actually, it's like my kids, they have a mother away from their home, and that is what that school is all about. And then lastly, just the atmosphere at the school. There is no bullying, there is no discrimination. So those are very good, because I want my kids to have the confidence when they go to school that they are accounted for, they are loved, they are welcome. And at that school, your kids will be welcomed, your kids will feel at home, and they will be supported. And that is the beautiful thing about that school, Resurrection Christian Academy. Well, in their school stage, my advice is don't take your kids to a school, number one, where God is not on it, because we know what happens when God is not involved in our lives. So my advice is take your child to a place where God is honored, where kids are taught about the goodness of God, the love of God, the mercy of God, and also they are taught with excellent academy. So when you're searching for a school, those are the most important thing for me as a parent look out for. And I believe to those parents also looking for a school, those should be one of the most highest goals that we should have. Kids growing up knowing Jesus, as well as kids growing up knowing that they are loved by Jesus, and that school can definitely do that to your kids.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.